Hello, all you wonderful people. How you all doing? Welcome back to the second episode of This Is Why I'm Broke, trying new makeup. Today I'm trying a bunch of new makeup from ColourPop. Now, at the time I'm shooting this is new, but I'm really sure that ColourPop is gonna come up with a new release. They come up with new things like every week. I just can't keep up. So today I'm gonna talk about the new Disney collection that ColourPop came out with, I think the end of September, and I feel like after that they've had like 2 releases. I just can't keep up with them. But anyway, I ordered a bunch of stuff from the Disney collection, and I spoke about this when I did my, I think, left hand challenge or palette bingo. Anyways, so I have a bunch of stuff here. I have some new foundation and concealer. I have this gorgeous Disney eyeshadow palette. Yeah, so all of these items are purchased by me, and that justifies why I'm broke, because I spend a lot of money on makeup. But that's okay, because I love playing with makeup. It's my therapy and I just love it. So let's begin with everything ColourPop, or mostly everything ColourPop. I initially wanted to get the PR set because it comes in like a nice box with, you know, Disney princesses popping out of it, and this collection is so cute, especially if you love Disney. When I saw this on the website, I wasn't really blown away, but what drew me into it is Disney. Like, I love Disney, and they didn't have my favorite Disney princess, which is Elsa from Frozen. They didn't have her lipstick or eyeshadow or anything Elsa related or Frozen related, which kind of bumps me out. Anyway, I love how cute this entire collection is, and I also ordered their foundation and concealer, which I've already put on. The foundation is called No Filter Foundation. This is a really nice, like, medium coverage foundation, really light on your skin. I just used my Real Techniques face brush to blend it all in, and then I used their No Filter concealer, and this again works as a really nice light natural coverage on my skin. And then I've just done my brows. This collection like sold out in minutes. I was on the site at 1:03 and this went live at 1, and the PR collection was gone, which had like the pop-up box and all of that. And then there was another like set they had that got sold out as well. And then they had like 2 highlighters. I wasn't really interested in the highlighters, so I didn't get that anyway. Like oh my god, like, people are so weird. The Disney collection is already on eBay, like the whole PR thing. It's for $500. Can you believe that? $499.90 plus $11 shipping. Can't believe someone's ready to pay that much. So they have 6 Super Shock eyeshadows. They have 1 eyeshadow palette with 15 eyeshadows in it, 3 glosses, and then they had 6 lipsticks, which I got only 4 of those. So we're gonna swatch and play, and I think I'm gonna do like 2 different looks on my eyes today, just because I want to play with these. I have swatched all of these shadows, but I haven't really applied it on my eyes. So I'm gonna start off with one of these Super Shock shadows. I love the packaging on these. Like, they have the princess castle on the cap, which is so cute. All of the packaging is really cute. It's like this golden packaging with, you know, stars and sparkles, and what girl doesn't like it? It's so cute. I love ColourPop shadows. I think I bought a set of 6 Super Shock shadows like way in the beginning of my channel, I think like in 2015. So the first shade we have is, so this is Love. It's a nice light pink with a frosted finish, like they say on their website. So the next shade is this gorgeous like lavender shade. So this is a lavender with pink, silver and baby blue glitter. Again, oh my god, these just make me feel so giddy. Like, they're super cute. The next one we have is Be Our Guest. This is probably one of my favorites from this. It has kind of like a blue and violet sheen to it. It doesn't swatch that well on my hand, like I realized just now, but it's really pretty. The next shade we have is Almost There. This is like a deep bronzy shade, and I see flecks of like silverish glitter in it. Just look at that. The next shadow we have is called Under the Sea, and this is like a sea foam green shade. Again, it looks like, you know, if you're Indian, you know how like the green saris look, like the imprint in it. It looks exactly like the green sari that we Indians have. So this is Under the Sea. It's a green shadow with some like golden undertone to it. And the last shadow that I have is called Hey Ho, and this is the one that got destroyed on the way here. I can barely even touch it to like swatch it, but this is so beautiful. It's like a white shadow to look at, but then it has this like purpley pinky shift to it, which is really gorgeous. You see that? I know you can't make out the sheen that it has, but up close I can really see it's giving like a pinky purple sheen on my hand. Okay, so next let's talk about this cute eyeshadow palette. This is called It's a Princess Thing. It's a 15 eyeshadow palette and it sells for $20, which I think is a very good deal considering ColourPop, where you get like $5 a pop for this one Super Shock shadow. You get 15 eyeshadows in here for $20, which is not a bad deal at all. And I love how cute this packaging is, by the way. Like, you have all of these princesses on top, and then when you open this, you have signatures from each princess. So you have Jasmine, Tiana, Snow White, Cinderella, Ariel, and Belle. If you have a friend or a daughter who loves Disney, they're gonna love this collection. Like, when you look at this collection, nothing really screams at you, but the whole cuteness factor and the whole like Disney factor really draws you in. So I'm not gonna go through each of these shadows because we'll be sitting here for hours. I'm just gonna use this palette in a look today, and I've decided that I'm gonna do 2 different looks on my eyes because I have only 2 eyes and I have 21 shadows to play with. If you're interested, I'd also have like a detailed review on my blog, and I'll show a few looks that I do with this palette and the Super Shock shadows. Okay, so I'm gonna try and use as many eyeshadows as I possibly can in this look. So the first shade I'm gonna use is Abu, which is a nice dark brown transition shade. Just look at the pigment. It blends beautifully. I know I got some of it on my lid, but that's okay. We can go back and fix it. Nothing's lost yet. Next, I'm going to take the shade Magic Carpet on the same blending brush. It's a nice eggplant shade with some sheen to it. It's like a satin finish shade. And I'm going to take it right on the outsides of my eyes. Again, really nice pigmentation. I barely like touch the shadow with my brush, and we get so much pigmentation right here. I just want to point out that I did swatch this entire palette on my hand, and not all the shades swatched to the T, but like I always say, I don't trust on swatches because the real test of any eyeshadow is on my eyes, and frankly that's what I believe in. It's literally snowing outside, guys. It looks so beautiful. Today is the first day that it's snowing here in Vermont. I love it. I love sitting inside looking at my window where it's like snowing and it's so pretty. I think I want to do like the 4 looks using one palette, using this palette, because this is so beautiful. Like, are you looking at this shade Thingamabob? Like, this is straight up silver. What? You look at that? I love when shadows at this price point deliver something like that. Blows my mind. Okay, then I'm gonna take this Super Shock shadow in the shade Under the Sea. I'm gonna take this on my finger. I barely press this, and just look at what I have on my finger. It's so like, it's just like you're touching butter. It's so silky smooth. You just fall in love with the shadow when you touch it. It's so beautiful and creamy, and so I'm gonna pop this on my eyelid and we'll see how that looks. Ooh, I have no words. I absolutely have no words. In my experience, these shadows work really well when you use your fingers to apply them because they have this like putty type, like creamy consistency. The beauty of ColourPop shadows is that you can basically do a one shadow look. Like, I could wear this green shadow on its own, put on a liner and be good. You don't need 10 other shadows to do your looks with this. I feel like I need more. I think I'm gonna take Prince Charming. It is a little flaky. It is a lot. It is flaky. Oh, and it's everywhere. But are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Oh, glitter everywhere. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it has this like greenish, goldenish shift to it. I know it's not going really well with this green, sparkly green here. But anyway, we're just playing, trying new things, doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this shade, Be Our Guest. I'm gonna take a little more like defined brush, and I'm gonna go in this, if my brush can actually pick it up. Yeah, that's the problem with these shades. You can't really pick it on a brush and like put it where you want. You really need to use your fingers. And of course I can't work with my fingers like right here on my outer corner, you know. I'm gonna try and put some of this on my outer corner. Actually, there's a pinkish shadow in this palette. Actually, it's purple. It's called Poison Apple. I'm gonna take this on my brush. What do you guys think? Is it pretty? I like it. Okay, next we're gonna move on to this eye. Let's see what I wanna do. Okay, so on this eye, I'm going to start with this shade Grumpy. It is a light pink pastel shade. Take it in my crease. Then I'm going to take this shade Beast, which had, now that I look at it up close, it has not only golden, but like greenish, sparkly things mixed with it. Interesting. Again, I'm going to take this on my crease. I know you shouldn't really take like shimmery shades in your crease, but you know, when you're playing with makeup, all rules are off, okay? I don't believe in rules when I'm playing with makeup. Do you see that pigment? It's insane, right? I know by the end of this video, I'm gonna look crazy with different shades on my eyes, but meh, who cares? I think we already have purple going on this eye, so I'm gonna skip this A Whole New World shade, which was our lavender shade. This is also so beautiful. I'm gonna take this shade, So This Is Love, and I'm gonna pop this all over my lids. I think I had a similar shade to this before, but ColourPop has like 100,000 Super Shock shadows. I can't even keep up with those, but I definitely have something like this that I bought a few years ago. You seen that? And that went really well. I felt like the green was a little bit patchy when it went on my lids. I really had to go back again and again to build the shade. But you know, color shadows are sometimes difficult when you're like building up the shade as compared to like this really like rose gold kind of shade. But I like how this built. I'm definitely gonna gift some of these shadows to my sister or my cousin sisters. You know, I'm sure they're gonna love this. I want to take the shade Midnight Curfew. That's from Cinderella, right? It has silver glitter in it, so if you're not a fan of that, if you want to use this shade as a liner, I don't know how well that would work. So I'm going to take my blending brush into this shadow and like put it on the outer V of my eye. I don't see a lot of that silver glitter when I apply it on my eyes, which is a good thing because you can use this black as a liner. I'm doing really simple shadow looks today, guys, because I'm just trying shadows. I'm not trying to create a specific look. I don't even have a specific look in my mind with these shadows because I just wanted to play and see and show you guys in real time, not real time, like live, how these shadows apply, because I don't believe the story that swatches tell you, you know, because of course a shadow might swatch really well, but like I said, the real test is on your eyes. I'm really drawn towards this sparkly silver shade, so we're gonna go ahead and use it. I'm expecting a little like fall off from that shadow because it looks like it's like a chunky silver glittery shade. It is a little chunky, yeah, a little flaky as well. Okay, it's getting everywhere, so I'm gonna take this, pop it off in the inner corner. Whoa, whoa, oh dear God, are you looking at that? My goodness, I cannot believe what pigment this silver shadow has. There definitely was some kickback, but if an eyeshadow gives me that, I think someone from space can see this. I want to see, after that silver shadow, I really want to see what this gold shade does. I'm going to do the same thing, feels the same way, definitely some kickback. It's not bad at all. It's not bad, but it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that intensity. I am loving, and by the way, my eye look is really resembling one of my mom's saris, which is golden and green and purple. Alright, so I know this silver shade is really screaming at you, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's the most intense silver I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to take this shade Enchanted Rose. I'm going to take this on my lower lash line. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I need from every freaking shadow in every freaking palette. Okay, so I have like a really nice like pinky soft thing going on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Beast, which is the brown shade with flecks of like green and golden glitter. I love the contrast. Like if you look at this eye, it's so like pretty and, you know, feminine and girly, and you look at this one, so grungy and black and silvery. I think I've played with almost all the shadows from the Super Shock shadows and the palette as well. Now we'll move on to the lipsticks. So I have 4 lipsticks. There were 6, but I couldn't get Tiana and Jasmine. But I love how pretty these packages are. Now of course I'm not going to keep all of these. Obviously not all shades work for me, so I'm not going to keep all of this. So my sisters, if you're watching, you're definitely going to get some of these shadows and lipsticks, so be prepared. Can you appreciate the packaging that they have on these guys? You have the princess herself on the package, which is so beautiful. So then inside you have this like golden container of the lipstick itself, which is so classy, so cute. And then on top you have like the signatures of all the princesses. So the first shade that I'm trying is Cinderella. So I have no complaints the way this applies. It's really smooth. It's not patchy at all, but I don't like the shade. I don't think it looks flattering on my skin tone. So next we're gonna play with Ariel. It's a nice like nudie pink shade. Now I don't hate it. I think with like a really dark smoky eye this would go really well, but I would use this like to create like an ombre lip, or you know, to just like apply this on the centers of my lips to make it look more poutier with a dark lip. But I wouldn't wear this on its own. Again, my preference. Okay, next we have Belle. This is also like a deeper pink rosy shade. I feel like I like this better than the other shades actually. I feel like this is the perfect like nudie pink shade for my skin tone. It's a little deeper than the one I tried before this, and I feel like this looks really pretty. I would wear this every day. Alright, so the final shade that we're gonna see is Snow White. And when I heard that they have a lipstick for Snow White, I felt like it's gonna be that classic red lipstick. But this wasn't that classic red. It's more of like a rosy red, you know what I mean? Alright guys, so these were all the things I bought from the Disney collection from ColourPop. So just to wrap up everything, the first 2 things that are not part of the designer collection were this foundation and concealer. The foundation was really good. It gives a nice natural finish, but I don't know, it wasn't anything special for me. So I would say if you want to buy something from this collection, buy this eyeshadow, because the shades in this palette, when you look at them, they don't look really special or different, but they all have like a surprise element to it. Like the black and the brown and the whites, they have like a surprise, you know, shift to it, a surprise element to it. So if you want to buy something, I would really suggest buying this palette. Next, talking about the Super Shock shadows, I wouldn't say you have to buy all of them. If you want to buy some shades that are different, I would say this green and this purple shade, which are Under the Sea and A Whole New World, are the most like distinct shades from this collection. But the shades like So This Is Love and Almost There are really okay in my opinion. Like they're not like special shades, you know. You will find those shades here and there in different eyeshadow palettes. And then the shade Hey Ho, I wish I could use this today, but it was not in a condition to be used. Although it looks white in the pot, it has this really pretty goldenish purplish sheen to it, which is just amazing. I feel like these 3 shades, the purple, green and Hey Ho, are probably my favorites from the Super Shock line. I want to say like these lipsticks are not special. Like none of these shades feel like really special. Of course the formula is really great, they all apply really well, they're not patchy at all or drying at all, so I love that. Talking about the shades specifically, I'm sure you guys have these shades in your collection. If you have a few lipsticks, you definitely have like a red, you have like a rosy shade, you have like a pinky nude in your collection, you know. So it's nothing special, so it's not like a must-have from this collection. And finally for the glosses, Boo is my favorite because it's like the most flattering shade for my skin tone, and Bobbity was a little lighter for me because it's on the corally side. But again, with the clear gloss, you want to be really careful and wipe the doe foot off, because if you apply it on top of any like colored lipstick, which you would apply because it's a lip gloss, you would need to wipe off the tip because it gets the lipstick on the doe foot, and then you put it back in the container. So I'm kind of 50-50 on the gloss situation. I love those. They don't do the stringy thing like some of the glosses do, which is so annoying. But I don't know, they're good for $6, but I wouldn't buy all of these. You know what I mean? So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me review and try the entire Disney collection. It's such a fun collection, and like I said, if you have a daughter or a friend who's obsessed with Disney, they would love this collection. Like, that's the whole selling point of this collection basically. There's nothing that really stands out, you know what I mean, but the whole like Disney theme really attracts you towards it. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video if you want to with your friends and daughters and nieces and whoever loves Disney. And on that note, I just want to say, take good care of yourselves, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye bye.